The Shadow Fang entered the dark nebula, its hull creaking under the pressure of thick gas clouds. Inside, the stars vanished, swallowed by endless shadows. The Black Wolves were silent, focused on the mission ahead. This was no ordinary fight, it was a battle for survival. Jackson Kane stared at the glowing structure ahead. It was massive, like a living fortress, pulsing with strange energy. The heart of the hive mind. "Sam, can you hack their systems from here?" Jackson asked. Sam nodded, fingers flying across the keyboard. "I'm trying, but their firewall is like nothing I've seen. It's alive, changing." Maria stood ready, rifle in hand. "If their defenses get too strong, we might have to go in on foot." Lee's eyes narrowed. "I don't like the sound of that, but we don't have a choice." Suddenly, the ship shook violently. "They're attacking the ship's core," Sam shouted. "If they destroy it, we're done." Jackson gritted his teeth. "Divert all power to shields. Return fire." Outside, dark ships swarmed like angry wasps. The Black Wolves fought fiercely, buying time for Sam. "Almost there," Sam said. "Just a few more seconds." With a final keystroke, the ship's systems burst open. Sam's face lit up. "Got it. I'm inside." Suddenly, the ship's lights flickered. A cold voice filled the room. "You think you can destroy us? We are endless." Jackson raised his rifle. "We will see about that." The hive mind started to send waves of energy through the ship. Crew members felt weak, dizzy. It was a mental attack, a force trying to break their will. Maria gritted her teeth. "Hold on, everyone. Fight it." Jackson focused his mind, pushing through the pain. "We didn't come this far to lose." Sam quickly traced the source of the energy waves. "It's coming from the core. We have to destroy it physically." Lee nodded. "Then let's do it. We get close, plant explosives, and get out fast." The Shadow Fang landed on the hive structure's surface. The team stepped out, moving carefully in the alien darkness. Strange creatures stirred nearby, half machine, half organic. Maria whispered, "We're not alone." Jackson led the way, eyes sharp. "Stay alert." They reached the core chamber, a giant pulsating orb of light and energy. It was the brain of the hive mind. Lee placed the explosives quickly, ready to blow. Suddenly, alarms blared. Enemy creatures rushed in, blocking the only exit. Jackson raised his rifle. Fight time. The battle was fierce and brutal. The Black Wolves fought with everything they had. Maria's shots were precise, Lee's strength unmatched, and Jackson's leadership unbreakable. With a roar, Lee pushed the last enemy aside. Explosives set. Time to leave. They sprinted back to the Shadow Fang as the structure started to shake. Jackson glanced back as the core exploded in a brilliant flash. The hive mind was gone. The enemy ship started to retreat, their connection broken. Maria smiled. "We did it. The silence is over." Jackson nodded. "But the galaxy still needs the most dangerous humans. This fight isn't over." The Shadow Fang took off, leaving behind the burning remains of the hive. The Shadow Fang drifted through the cold emptiness of space, carrying the Black Wolves closer to the heart of danger. The team was tired, but there was no rest. Every second counted, and the enemy's shadow was everywhere. Jackson Kane sat in the pilot's seat, his eyes sharp and focused. The galaxy was quiet, too quiet. He knew silence often meant danger. Sam was at the computer, working faster than ever. "I'm trying to decode the enemy's signals," he said. "They don't speak like normal aliens. Their messages are strange, hidden in silence." Maria leaned closer. "Hidden messages? What do you mean?" Sam explained. "It's like a code inside their silence. I think they use something like sound waves, but we can't hear it. I need time to break it." Jackson nodded. "We don't have much time. The enemy is coming." Suddenly, the ship shook. Alarms blared. "Incoming attack," Lee shouted, jumping to his station. Outside, dark ships appeared from nowhere, moving fast. The Black Wolves braced for another fight. "Hold your ground," Jackson ordered. "Use everything you have." Lasers lit up space. The Shadow Fang dodged and fired back. This battle was fiercer than before. The enemy wanted to crush them quickly. But then, something strange happened. One enemy ship broke formation and sent a message. A voice echoed in the ship's speakers. It was cold, calm, and terrifying. "Humans, you should not have come. Jackson's voice was steady. "We came to stop you." The enemy laughed, a sound like cold metal grinding. "You don't understand. We are not here to fight. We are here to take." Maria whispered, "Take what?" Before anyone could answer, Sam interrupted. "I've done it. I cracked their code." The room grew quiet. Sam explained, "Their silence hides a secret. They are controlled by a hive mind, a single consciousness controlling all ships. They are not individuals. They are one." Jackson clenched his fists. "A hive mind means if we destroy one ship, they rebuild. We must find their core, where this hive mind lives." Lee growled, "Then we hit them where it hurts." Suddenly, the ship's sensors picked up a faint signal, a powerful energy source. "That must be their core," Sam said excitedly. The Black Wolves prepared for their toughest mission yet. They would fly into the enemy's lair, deep inside a dark nebula known for swallowing entire fleets. Jackson looked at his team. "This mission could end us all. But if we fail, the galaxy dies." Maria smiled slightly. "Then we won't fail." The Shadow Fang raced toward the nebula, its engines blazing. The stars disappeared behind thick clouds of gas and dust. Inside, darkness surrounded them like a living thing. Suddenly, the ship's systems flickered. "We are losing power," Sam yelled. Jackson fought to keep control. "Hold on. We are almost there." Through the darkness, they saw it. A massive structure floating silently. It pulsed with energy, the heart of the hive mind. Jackson took a deep breath. This is it. Time to end the silence. The Black Wolves prepared to strike, knowing that the fate of the galaxy rested on their shoulders. The Shadow Fang was quiet in the cold darkness of space. The Black Wolves had escaped the first attack, but the danger was far from over. Every moment felt like walking on a knife's edge. The enemy was still out there, watching and waiting. Jackson Kane gathered his team inside the ship's small briefing room. The room was dimly lit, shadows dancing on walls. Everyone felt the weight of the mission. This was no ordinary fight. It was a battle for the whole galaxy. "We have little time," Jackson said. "The Galactic Council believes we are too dangerous. They fear what we can do. But now, they have no choice. They need us. We must prove we are their only hope." Maria loaded her rifle carefully, her hands steady but her eyes sharp. "I've never seen anything like that enemy. They are ghosts. Silent, deadly, and smart." Sam tapped on his computer, pulling up images and data. "I'm hacking into Galactic Council records. There are files they don't want anyone to see. About us. About the Black Wolves." Lee looked grim. "They call us monsters. Dangerous and uncontrollable. Maybe they're right. But if anyone can fight these silent killers, it's us." Jackson nodded. "Good. We don't fight by their rules. We fight by ours. We are dangerous. We are feared. That's our power." Outside the ship, space was empty. But inside, tension filled every corner. The Black Wolves were not just soldiers. They were survivors of Earth's darkest battles. They had fought in secret wars, faced enemies who wanted to break them. But they had never backed down. The ship's alarms suddenly rang again. "Warning. Incoming message from an unknown source," Sam announced. Jackson opened the communication channel. A hologram flickered to life. It was an alien, tall, with pale skin and sharp eyes. His voice was calm, but urgent. "I am Commander Valak of the Zeltran fleet," he said. "We have watched your fight. The Galactic Council fears humans, but we see your strength. We will help you." The team exchanged looks. Help from another alien race was rare and dangerous. Could they trust him? Jackson asked, "Why help us?" Valak's eyes narrowed. "Because if your enemy wins, no one wins. The Zeltran will fall too. We must fight together." Jackson made a quick decision. "We accept your help. But remember, this fight is ours as much as yours." The message ended, and the ship's crew prepared for their next move. The Zeltran would send scouts to guide them deeper into enemy territory. As they approached the dark zone, the team grew quieter. The space around them felt empty but alive. They saw signs of the enemy's destruction everywhere. Ruined ships, burned planets, silent cries for help. Suddenly, Sam's screen flashed red. Multiple unknown vessels approaching fast. Jackson barked orders. "Get ready. This time, we don't run." The Black Wolves prepared weapons, checked shields, and loaded ammo. The Shadow Fang shook as enemy ships appeared, black, sharp, and moving with deadly speed. Maria took her position. They want to surround us. Let's show them why they fear humans. The battle was fierce. Lasers flashed, ships dodged, and the Shadow Fang moved like a shadow itself. Jackson's voice was calm but strong. Focus on their leadership. Take it down, and the rest will lose control. With skill and courage, the Black Wolves fought back. Sam hacked enemy systems, causing confusion. Lee blasted through enemy shields. Maria's sharpshooting took down important targets. The enemy ships started to retreat, broken and scared. The Shadow Fang was still flying. After the fight, Jackson looked at his team. This is only the beginning. The enemy knows we are here. They will come back stronger. Maria nodded. But now they know humans fight differently. They fight to win. Jackson stared out the window into the dark space. We are dangerous. The galaxy needs us more than ever. The Black Wolves moved forward, deeper into the unknown. The silent enemy was hunting them, and only the most dangerous humans could stop it. The battle had pushed everyone to their limits. Zorath's skies were dark with smoke and fire. The enemy was beaten back, but still dangerous. Commander Lyra stood beside Captain Reese on the command deck. The two leaders were different. One cautious, the other fierce. But now they needed to work as one. We owe you our lives, Lyra said quietly. Reese nodded. And we owe you trust. War is not just about fighting. It's about knowing who stands with you. Lyra glanced at the humans around her. They were rough, direct, and sometimes harsh. But they never gave up. Suddenly, a call came through the comms. It was Tarek, breathless and excited. Commander, we found enemy plans in a downed ship. It shows their next attack, larger and more brutal. Lyra's eyes widened. How soon? 2 days, Tarek replied. Reese's face hardened. Then we have little time. We must prepare and fight smarter. Together, Zorathians and humans worked side by side. The humans taught new tactics, quick strikes, unexpected moves, and no mercy. The Zorathians learned to fight with fierce determination. They became stronger, faster, more deadly. At night, Lyra thought about the price they paid. The refugees still feared the humans, but she believed this trust, born in fire, was their only hope. She whispered to herself, we were doomed, but the killer humans saved us. And now, they would fight, together. The day had come. The enemy fleet returned, larger and angrier than ever. Their ships blotted out the sun above Zorath, casting dark shadows over the battered colony. Commander Lyra stood with Captain Reese, both ready for the final fight. This is it, Lyra said, voice steady. We fight not just for survival, but for our future. Reese grinned. Let's show them what killers can do. The humans and Zorathians launched together. The sky exploded with fire and noise. Ships moved like lightning, dodging and firing with deadly precision. The enemy fought hard, but the new tactics and fierce determination of the humans and Zorathians overwhelmed them. At one point, a human ship dove straight into the enemy's flagship, causing a massive explosion. It was a risky move. One human pilot gave their life to save the colony. Lyra felt a fierce pride. These humans fought like warriors with no fear. As the enemy fleet began to fall apart, their commander sent a desperate message. Surrender or be destroyed. Reese's reply was simple and cold. We do not surrender. We win or die. The enemy retreated, broken and defeated. The colony erupted in cheers. The humans had saved them. No, they have fought for them. Lyra looked at the stars, feeling hope for the first time in months. We were doomed, she said softly. But the killer humans came for the rescue. And they changed everything. The galaxy would never forget the day humans fought and won. The battle over Zorath raged on. The sky above the planet was filled with flashes of light, laser blasts, explosions, and the roar of engines. But beneath the chaos, a deeper question hung in the air. What did it really mean to fight alongside humans? Commander Lyra stood in the command center, watching the live feed from the battle. Human ships moved fast, attacking the enemy with brutal precision. But their tactics were different from anything the Zorathians had ever seen. No hesitation, no mercy, just raw power. Look at them, Tarek said quietly. They don't hold back. Every enemy ship must die. Lyra nodded slowly. It's their way. We have to accept it if we want to survive. Suddenly, the colony's communication system crackled. A human officer's voice came through, calm and direct. This is Lieutenant Carson. We've taken the fight to the enemy's supply lines. If we cut off their supplies, their fleet will fall apart. Lyra felt a surge of hope. The humans were not just strong. They were smart. They knew how to win. But then, a new problem appeared. A group of Zorathian refugees had gathered near the edge of the city, trying to leave the battlefield. They were scared and confused. Lyra sent a message. Refugees, stay calm. We have human allies. They will protect you. But soon, reports came back. Some of the humans' fighters had destroyed enemy ships near the refugees, without warning, without checking if anyone was there. The refugees panicked. They don't care about us. One of them said, they are killers, not saviors. Lyra's heart ached. The humans were saving the colony, yes, but they were also terrifying to her people. She called Captain Reese on the comms. We need to protect our people. Your fighters are causing fear among the refugees. There was a pause. Then Reese's voice came back, cold and steady. War is not clean. Collateral damage happens. We do what we must to win. If your people want safety, they must stay where we say. Lyra swallowed hard. The humans had no patience for fear or doubt. Understood, she said quietly. We will warn our people. As the battle continued, Lyra learned more about the humans' ways. They fought like predators. They planned like generals. But they did not care much for diplomacy or kindness. One evening, as the stars blinked quietly above, Lyra walked through the colony's command center. She saw Zorathian soldiers cleaning their weapons, tired but ready to fight. Do you think the humans will really save us? Asked a young soldier. Lyra looked at the stars and whispered, I don't know. But right now, they are the only chance we have. Suddenly, an alarm rang out. Another enemy fleet was approaching, bigger and more dangerous than before. Lyra's heart pounded. The humans prepared for battle again, their ships gathering in tight formation. She realized the fight for Zorath was far from over. The humans had come like killers. But maybe, just maybe, they were the killers the galaxy needed.